Hello. Carolyn went to get some hydration, so just hanging out, waiting for everybody to filter in. Hope y'all are doing okay. I know it's a rough time right now, which is why I will be donating any money I make on my stream today to one of the charities or organizations rather recommended by the Minnesota Freedom Fund. I believe. Let me take a look. They gave out a list of ones they recommended. Black Visions Collective, Reclaim the Block, North Star Health Collective. I'll do one of those. I'm gonna look into that, but I'll do one or multiple of those. Because yeah, it can't continue the way it is, and so the people who are already doing the work and have been doing the work, now that the spotlight's on, let's help them out, you know. And oh boy, we've got a hype train going already. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, we've got Bubba Fat, we've got Pluto Pop. Kekis gave out 2. One Man, Two Hands gave out 10. Thank you all so much. Yeah, can we get another 1700% hype train? Don't know if that's gonna happen again. We're not getting the 500 people coming in from Secret Sleepover Society, and also people who already were generously gifting out the subs on Carolyn's stream. That's also same idea there. So if you've already been doing the generous stuff, appreciate it. You know, anything helps, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Laddieware subscribed, thank you. An anonymous gifter. Oh my gosh, we got so many. Anonymous gifter gave out 5. Velociraptor gave out 10. Hot Daimler gave out 30. Are you serious? Koala Tums. Y'all are giving them out too fast. My activity feed is not it's not able to handle it. We already got to level 5. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the hype. I'm feeling the hype right now. Getting the hype in now up top. Thank you all so much. And I thought today on the stream I'll do some drawings like normal, but I wanna chat with y'all. I wanna hear from you, answer your questions if you've got any for me, just about anything. Some stuff I might not be able to talk about in full, just because there are things going on in my life that I'm not at liberty to discuss just because of the nature of what those things are. But, you know, I'll try and answer to the best of my ability. Oh, we got All Hail Korok and Coquettish Hope. You're back? All right, I'm going to unmute you. I had yours muted.
Okay,
but you're
that's
here.
good.
You're here now. Carolyn is here.
I come back. I go to make myself a little martini. I come back to another hype train.
Yeah. Welcome back, Carolyn. How is the martini? What's your sort of gin to vermouth ratio you like for a martini?
I like myself a vodka martini.
Oh, sure.
I make myself an extra dirty vodka martini. I got a shot of vodka, half shot of dry vermouth, half shot of olive juice for the extra dirty. 3 queen olives with pimentos.
Amazing.
It's tasty.
Coquettish Hope, Heart Swell X gave out 5. Panini Press Peach gave out 2. Thank you all so much. Here I am. Hello. You can see me now. I've got, let's
Non-binary robot.
Let's adjust the screen. You don't need to see my dusty bookshelves. You can just see my nice screen. Let's get it sort of centered. There we go. You don't need to see anything else back there. Just have a nice
subs. Libby Source subs. I would just say an olive. It's delicious. Oh shit, Barbarian Boy is giving subs. Gang.
Look at all these subs.
Holy shit.
Thank
Libby
you.
Sword subs.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Carolyn, for reading those out while I get a little drawing started. I
Absolutely.
figured, we'd get a drawing suggestion and I'll go slow on it. And then while I'm drawing, y'all can ask me any questions you want. And I'll do my best to answer them because I like you. I like you that you are here with me hanging out on the streams. I appreciate that you've just sort of allowed me to sort of seamlessly transition into being a streamer here on Twitch. And
well, you always have been,
I guess, but it's a little different, like I felt like when I was doing Drawfee full time at the office, I had like a whole crew. There was like a sort of a built-in audience there, and I don't know, it's been very nice. It's made me feel good knowing that like people are still here with me, wanting to see the stuff I do.
Oh yeah.
Wanting to hang out. And so, I figure I like the streams to be interactive. I like to chat. I like to talk. And also, I just thought this could be a nice chill time where we just all we can all just like talk to each other. I think that's what we all need right now.
My brain's excited.
So I'm just gonna draw some stuff. All right, level 5 completed.
Fuck yeah.
I've received a level 4 hype train emote. I don't know what that means, but I'll share it.
Nathan, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Oh, and then Cam, I will absolutely tell you more about my Star Wars porn preferences. My question is, what's maybe not the ultimate or like asking you to pick forever, but like what's a great morning for you? What does that look like?
Whew, a great morning, huh? Let's see. It's weird because like I don't think I've had one of those in a while. I just sort of, because like there's no real differentiation between like weekends and weekdays. But I can think of like some of my favorite mornings were back when I lived in Bushwick. Just waking up, doing a little wake and bake,
Love it.
Do a little wake and bake, lie in bed for a little minute, watch some cartoons, watch a couple cartoons. That's like, I love to watch cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons as a kid. And so it was very luxurious to me to be able to like wake up and do that at my leisure as an adult. Trying to think, like, what would I watch? I would put on like maybe an Adventure Time or something back when I was going through that whole catalog. I'd put on like an episode or two of Adventure Time, get up, get some breakfast, maybe like a breakfast taco, something like that. And then walk down the street to my friends who live right around the corner, and just go hang out there. And that morning sort of bleeds into the afternoon, and there you have it. And that was like, I want to say like 2014, 2015. That was like most of my Saturday mornings were something like that, and I do miss those.
We got State of Arizona asks, what's your favorite memory of you and the College Humor Drawfee crew? Like not together, but like favorite memory for me and favorite memory for you.
Oh, interesting. I'm trying to think. That's a good one because there's so many. Like, I think the game jam was like that was really special.
Mm.
That was just like I remember it was like it was very late. Um, I think it was maybe the first night, maybe the second night. I think it was probably the first night. It was super late. Like some people were like going to sleep. Some people were like hunkering down to do all nighters, and like everybody was wearing Snuggies because the space that we had rented to do the game jam, like their heat wasn't working, so we like brought a bunch of space heaters and everyone was wearing Snuggies. And I just remember like hanging out with Jacob and Julia and Rami and Adriel, and we were all just like chatting, just like, and it felt like very like college dorm almost.
Fun.
And yeah, that was really cool. That was like a cool thing that I had to keep being like, you know, like it was a lot of work to do and put together, and it was definitely the most sort of like consecutive streaming I had ever done, where we were just sort of constantly just in this big rotation on Facebook the entire time. Just I don't know why we streamed it on Facebook. That was not a decision that, you know, it's funny because like, you know, there's lots of decisions got made that were not really, I wasn't really part of. It was just sort of like, hey, you're doing this. But even still, it was really cool to get to do that. And yeah, I'm happy that we were able to. And that was just like a very unique experience. All of us going out for ice cream at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And like just all these really cool game developers all just like hanging out, and I just got to be part of that. Um, yeah, say that one.
Gifted a sub to Willow. Thank you, one man, two hands.
Also, I think going to record Draga, the dropout season of Draga. That one was really cool. It's just like anytime we got to be part of something that it was like clearly like there was some amount of a budget for, it was like, oh, we're actually sort of being acknowledged for being part of this thing.
For doing a good part of this thing.
Yeah, and we like, and yeah, man, Jacob and Julia just like they brought it so hard in the Draga series. Like it was like a lot of pressure I felt, because I mean at the time we didn't know we were all about to lose our jobs when we were recording it, and so I was like, maybe, you know, maybe we'll get multiple seasons of this, I don't know. And they just like, so there was like, and like Dimension 20 was such a like phenomenon, and I just think everyone involved in that is so super funny, and I wanted to just like make something cool as well. And just being on stage there with Caldwell and Jacob and Julia, and just feeling like we got this, you know, all of us together. Like I'm so impressed by them constantly, and it feels I feel very lucky to get to work with them.
Yeah.
So those are mine.
I think mine would be, I just distinctly remember this one day, just like after work, and everyone just had like stuck around just to kind of hang. Or just like when you get talking with someone and you're just chatting, and then just realizing, like being filled with a sense of like, oh my God, everyone here is so funny. And everyone's just trying to like riff off each other, make each other laugh. Just being like, holy shit, like I'm surrounded by these like really funny people. That's all. Just like loving that. Loving that. This friend reminds me of the World Eater that you drew last week.
Yeah, he's a little similar. I guess I have sort of some art crutches that I go to when I don't really know what else to draw. I'll draw like a big baby,
What's your style?
a big chonkin baby just sort of hanging out. If people have a drawing suggestion they want me to be drawing about whilst answering questions, let me know.
Hartswell, Adam really did bust his ass in that Trophy Variety Hour. He had to go. He went to the doctor after that. I think he like cracked his tailbone or something.
He does all his own stunts.
So, he does all his own stunts.
What a champ.
He's recovered now.
Another Maryland alum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Robadair asks, what should I draw?
Oh.
They reversed it on you.
What should you draw? How about draw a... I mean, I always revert to dragon. Draw a dragon. Draw like a friendly dragon. Playing a ukulele.
Oh, that's a good one.
Draw a friendly dragon playing a ukulele or any sort of stringed instrument. It could be like a lute or a harp. There.
A lute or a harp. Ooh.
A guitar.
Oh, yeah, draw an emote for my channel, someone. Any emotes that you make.
It's not a drawalong because this isn't Drawfee. It's this is Nathan's other show, so this is Nathan's other drawing that you're doing. Nathan's other draw along. Nathalong.
There are some other.
People are saying Nathalong, and I like Nathalong.
Nathalong.
This is a Nathalong.
Someone requested that you draw a follow-up to that knight that was drowning in the sea of skeletons.
A follow-up to it where he's like a skeleton knight now?
Yeah, and he's now a skeleton.
And now he's just chill because he's a skeleton knight. All right, I'll draw skeleton knight.
Dr. Cowbell asks, do we still talk with Jake Young? I love the bad JRPG series and hope to see it return someday. Yeah, I keep in touch with Jake Young sometimes on just like Twitter and Discord and stuff. It's a good friend. Miss him. Beep, boop, bop.
Boop, bop.
Bop it up. One man, two hands. Hey, Nathan, you got any scoops, pun mildly intended, on NADPOD campaign 2? We can't give spoilers here.
I don't know anything about that. That's not even my...
It's not even your pod.
That's not even my pod. I'd love to be a guest on Trinivail sometime, but that's not up to me. But now that they're recording remotely, I'm not gonna say anything more on that because I don't want to put anyone on the spot.
Laughing with yapping.
But I still need to finish listening to, because again, I would listen to NADPOD on the subway. Like that was my, and so when we stopped taking the subway because we weren't going outside, I kind of fell off, and I feel bad because like I know it had its big finale and everybody loved it. And so I'm still catching up. So no spoilers for me. I'm having trouble with this skull. This is not what skulls look like. Let's just start that over. I'm just gonna
Ladquare asks, do you ever find yourself saying drag, and I don't quite get this reference, or other Drawfee mannerisms to people who just don't get it?
Dragon. That's us all doing like a Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh impression saying dragon. What do I do? I mean, probably, yeah. I'm trying to think like what would probably be my most. I think I definitely say "Can you believe to learn" from time to time because I just love that. That was such a beautiful combination of words that only Julia could have come up with.
And then Rad asks, "Do you have a pod? If you did, what would it be about?"
I do not currently have a pod. I did one with Caldwell for a while called What Should We Draw, which
An
I
amazing idea for a podcast.
it was, in a sense, but it also it just meant that like we had to do twice as much work because I still had to record and edit a podcast that was listenable and then also do a drawing, and it became a lot. It became a lot to do, and it was like one of those things, like, the meme of like when you have plans and you want to cancel them, but you don't want to be the one to cancel them and then they get canceled for you. It
I
was
mean,
it was sort of that thing where Caldwell and I, like, we had a meeting to discuss the future of the podcast, and it became clear that both of us were like very tired of doing it and busy with other stuff,
sure.
and it was such a relief to be like neither one of us was disappointing the other one by, we were like, I'm happy for what it is. I'm very I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the work we did, and I appreciate anyone who says they enjoyed it. And sometimes I'll get tweets, people asking us to bring it back, and I just don't have space in my life for that right now,
It's
unfortunately.
because when you're making content, like you're not just doing what it is that people see. Like you're doing so many jobs that when we were at College Humor, we had like a team of people helping
But
also.
but that is how we got Drawfee's editor Trevor originally started working for us by editing the podcast.
Oh,
And
that's
then and then when
Trevor's one of my
we
favorite people.
when we were finally able to hire an editor, we got Trevor in there. Former editor. Now our editor is David, but yeah, that was how Trevor got his start. At well, he had also been an intern at College Humor before that, but then and then he became the technical director for the Dorkly Dorkly and Drawfee
Yeah,
Variety Hour and those
stuff.
East Coast
How
video podcasts type things. And then
um
and then he moved out to LA with the whole Dorkly crew when that
he
happened.
sure did. He sure did.
And Trevor
Um
also a Maryland alum, one of my good friends, who I met
oh, that's
doing
great.
comedy in college originally.
Um, Long was here asks Carolyn, Nathan, if you could do one more table pop, what theme would it be? That's a fun one.
That's interesting. Um, hmm, hmm. If you think of one, you go ahead and say it. I'm having trouble thinking of
Like,
properties.
do the first thing that comes to mind is uh Pokemon one.
Did you guys never do a Pokemon one?
Mm-mm. We tried to do things that were like inherently had conflict in them already.
Oh, I see.
Um, but
Yeah,
oh, and then also favorite holiday and why? Thanksgiving for the food, hands down.
yeah. I'm a big Thanksgiving head over here as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would do a Pokemon one for sure. Um, a Super Smash Bros. One.
Fun one. We did a Mario Kart one
I
with Mike
remember
Druck.
that one. That one looked
Good time.
crazy. Yeah. Trying to think what else. What's like
Mike
another?
Drucker in a little toad hat is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, Drawfee themed table pop where everyone dresses as a different Drawfee member. That's fun. Respective favorite Muppets? Asks Wallaby Party. Oh, for me, it's either the Swedish Chef or Statler and Waldorf or Animal.
I like the grumpy men,
Yeah.
Statler and Waldorf. They don't care for most things, you know.
Yeah. That would be a good. We should go as them for Halloween.
Oh,
We'll do a group costume, but like far across the country.
Stadler, you idiot! You got us trapped on the front of this stupid ship. It could be worse. We could be trapped in the audience. Oh,
So good.
really good.
That's a great movie.
Muppet Treasure Island is a classic. Just friggin' Tim Curry acting the crap out of Long John and Silver.
Tim Curry.
What a gift.
What a gift. Oh, Maddoxdem asks, what type of benders are you?
I think we did this on a Drawfee episode, and I remember getting comments that I was wrong. That like everyone on Drawfee agreed that I was a earthbender.
That's what I would say for you, yeah.
And then people were like, no, Nathan is a waterbender. Or Nathan
Oh,
is a airbender or something. I was like, I don't know. I think Earth makes sense. I like to stay on the ground. I'm sort
maybe
of
you're the Avatar.
maybe I'm the Avatar. Maybe I can do it all.
I think that's true. Oh yeah, Pistols O'Brien. I do need a Charles Mothers emote on my channel. Maybe Nathan will draw it. Maybe I can pay Nathan to draw it. I feel
Sure.
I would like to commission that.
Maybe I could
We
draw that on a stream one time.
That's fun.
I draw
Maybe
Charles Mothers.
Emotes stream.
Yeah, we did that on my stream when I became affiliate. That's when I drew the elephant and the matzo ball soup. But I should definitely do another drawing emote stream at some point and get some more emotes going. But I'd be happy to draw emotes for your channel as well, Carolyn, if you
I would
wanna
love.
if you want to do that. Because like this after show, it's very, we only go for an hour. It's after your stream. I'm like, it's the end of the week.
End of the dang week.
Very chill, and I just, I want to do whatever, I want to
Hell
just,
yeah.
and so I like coming up with fun themes for what we do here.
Eggs in the Wind. My favorite body of water is the ocean.
Which ocean?
Probably the Pacific one.
Pacific Ocean. That's the biggest one.
That's the one. I've had some great times bopping around.
Sure.
I'll do day emote, sure. And then, was there a pop culture property you wanted to do for a Drawfee episode, but was never topical enough to do?
Ooh, interesting.
Asks Curty.
I'd still love to do a Warhammer one.
Ooh.
I know you're big into Warhammer, right, Carolyn?
Yeah, huge into Warhammer. There's so many games to play though. I'm playing like 9 games right now.
We should have you on for the Warhammer one.
Ooh.
If we ever do that.
Oh hell yeah.
If we're ever making those ones again.
Ooh, favorite Drawfee guess?
Wow, that's you're right here. Like, if I choose someone else, it feels
besides me.
Besides Carolyn, okay, better. Besides Carolyn, I would say I mean, having ProZD on was so freaking cool. He's such a professional. He's just like, he's so funny, like so effortlessly funny, and just like such a nice dude. And it's just like it's like what you were talking about just like hanging out with people and then having to sort of stop yourself and be like, this is someone who I've just like been a fan of.
Yeah.
This is just like someone whose work is very good, and I'm just like, it's just like very cool that that he's like here and we're just hanging out riffing. Because again, back to the Draga Dropout series, he was a guest on that as well. And I just remember sort of sitting in the green room before recording with him, and we were just chatting about board games because he loves board games and I love board games, and I had to just be like, I'm just here chatting with ProZD about board games, like we're buds. And that was very cool.
Yeah, that's a cool feeling.
Yeah. But also, I mean, Jaden was great as well. Jaden Animations, Jazza. That was a fun. Anytime we record something with like someone from like a different time zone, because I remember we stayed up like super late, not super late, but we were recording at like 9 at night, me and Caldwell, for that Jazza episode. And then of course the McElroy brothers, when we had Justin and Griffin on, they were also just like, they're so fucking funny, man. Like I barely talked that episode because I was just in awe of I was just like, I'm just here for the show. I don't have anything to say. And then getting to work with them again on Cartoon Hell was really cool.
That's one of my like legit favorite shows, just independent of any like across TV, anything. I fucking
my gosh, thank you.
That's how I felt about you, like just being like in the office and being like, oh, he made Cartoon Hell, like that's so fucking cool.
Oh, Carolyn.
And then just realizing like, oh my god, Weird Al like made the theme song, because Weird Al is like legit, it's some of the worst days of my life, like some of the hardest days of my life. I put on Weird Al because like it just makes me feel good, and just being like, oh my, I'm like getting closer to like meeting him, you know, was so cool.
Yep. Yeah, man, that was so fun to find out that he was gonna do that.
Wild.
Because like Caldwell wrote that song and we like had a version fully recorded and ready to go, and then we found out that Weird Al had agreed to
the most famous
to sing
comedy singer-songwriter of all would sing it.
Yeah. It's just like that's no matter what else I do in my life or career, Weird Al sings my name in a song.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's like, it, man.
Oh my god.
Someone asked who in the Joffrey crew does accents the best. I feel like my answer would be Jacob, probably.
Jacob can do a really good Southern accent. I'll say that.
That's from the South, though.
Yeah. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I can do.
Oh no, you do good accent.
I think I can do some accents. You know, I'm not.
You do an excellent British orphan.
Why, thank you. That's not. You do an excellent British orphan.
Oh, this one, sir. Why don't you come in?
Yeah, I need to hear yours. Carolyn. Carolyn, did you find the dead cat I left you?
Oh, so good. Oh, bodybuilders.
Oh, wow. Yeah. The show that never was.
R.I.P. for now.
For now. Maybe someday. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows in the future what it'll be? It is just a Monty Python sketch now. I can do Southern accent. You got a Tennessee, North Carolina. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with Sarah. I always reference my friend in college had his mom would like always complain about his sister. She'd be like, I don't know what we're going to do with Sarah. I just always thought that was so funny.
I don't know.
I love this. Lep, I do voiceover work. I was starting to like go out on auditions and stuff, and then now that's kind of
can't really go out on auditions, but voiceover work feels like something that you could do via Zoom or via video call if need be.
That's true. Yeah, and you can do it. I've got a mic. I got a little microphone. Can I do a robot voice? This is my robot voice. Slarty Bart Farster Mom. An excellent handle there. Thanks, Sleeping Panda. I'm having a pretty great day.
All things considered, you guys make my day better.
Ooh, sub with Prime, yeah.
If I just had my news feed and not you guys, I'd be having a way worse time. Tell you that much.
Yeah. I gotta fucking pump the brakes on scrolling through Twitter, because you get all caught up and then you feel like you want to be active by like still learning about stuff, but you're just like, oh, I'm just putting more of this in my bonker. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if you can unplug, take care of yourself as well. Like, it's definitely important to stay informed, but not to the point that you are harmed.
Bobo Tojo, I would love to narrate a book for Audible. Absolutely. I would love to narrate all books. I was doing some magic fiction stuff, reading that for Magic the Gathering. Not for them, which is why I had to stop, because
they told you to stop.
I couldn't. They didn't tell me to stop, but like legally, my legal counsel told me to stop. And you gotta listen to them.
You gotta. They know what they're talking about.
Oh, what's your go-to karaoke song? Asks Curdy. That's good.
I do not karaoke. Anytime, I don't find karaoke to be a relaxing or enjoyable experience. So anytime karaoke is a thing that is happening, I find that is the perfect opportunity for me to exit whatever social situation I am in.
Oh.
I do not. I've never. There's no group of friends that I have that I feel like I would enjoy doing karaoke with.
Wow.
I just don't. It's just not. It's not for me.
Hot Daimler gifted a sub to lubricate, and thank you very much. And my go-to karaoke song is Maybe This Time from the show Cabaret. Cause I love me a show tune, and I fucking belt that shit out, baby.
Nice. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like, I mean, it would. I like that one video of the guy who puts on Imagine, but then sings the lyrics to All Star at a karaoke. So I'd probably do something like that. But I don't have a go-to karaoke song because I don't know songs. I just I blank on all songs when I find it to be a stressful experience, the karaoke, and so I don't understand the appeal at all, really. And so anytime I've ever been invited for karaoke, I polite as I can, I decline the invite. I remember there was one like
the robot karaoke game today where it was like write your own karaoke on the
fly. That's even not as bad, I think. Like, because it's just it's not a whole you guys, songs are long. It's a long time to just be up there and have everybody looking at you and just be I don't care for it. It's not for me. I'm glad other people enjoy it, but it's not for me.
I saw your advice about getting your friend to pitch their show. I don't know, like, what can encourage them to pitch their show? Probably just saying it's good, but if they don't, like, that's so hard. If they don't want to pitch it, then I don't know if you're going to get them to pitch it. Because that's a whole different, it sucks because, like, selling your work and getting it seen is so different and relies on such different skills than what it takes to do the actual work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, that's part of the reason
you
why
need
it's
both.
so hard, because you got to do both of them. It's tricky. Dee doo bop bop, beep boop boop boop. Ooh, what's your go-to class for D&D?
That's this.
And
th-
and then a heavier question, but also important question after that about
okay.
how to put through anxiety, depression, and actually get yourself to do art things.
Wow. Okay. Go-to class for D&D. I don't think I have like a go-to at the moment. Like for a while back when I was playing third edition, I would almost exclusively play rogues. So I guess rogue is probably my number one. I just like the skills. I like being able to like have options of stuff to do. Um but I've really enjoyed playing spellcasters in 5e. Like spellcasting was so like it was like at higher levels it was very powerful in third edition, but at low levels it really felt like there was like you were hindered. And so given the fact that like my games never really got into the high levels, it never felt like it made sense to play a spellcaster. But I really like the way they made spellcasting in fifth edition. um I made a paladin sorcerer multi-class recently that I really really enjoyed playing. Um,
Powerful.
yeah, having being able to wear plate armor and cast the shield spell is one of my favorite things to do. Um, but yeah, I don't know that I have a go-to at the moment. Um, I like
And you
and
like playing ranged characters.
yeah,
Like
having range is good.
range is, I know that's a very vague answer, but
I mean, in 5e, if you're one of like one of the classes like ranger or fighter that like gets to choose a fighting style, you just get to add +2 to your attack rolls if you go ranged, and that's huge. So I yeah, like I really like the fighter rogue multi-class in 5e. I played that. That was the first time I played with like college humor folks. With the first adventure I ever had Brian Miller DM for me, I played a fighter rogue um archer type character. Um Sort of similar to Brennan's character in mechanically speaking, not like from a character perspective, to Brennan's character in NADPOD, except instead of the gunslinger fighter archetype, I just went battle master. And I actually am playing a similar type character in another adventure that I'm playing through right now. Doing the old assassinate action surge combo is very fun.
ooh. Electric Gauntlet subscribed. And then this, so yeah, about this, how do you get yourself out of a depression and do art things? That's a tough one. That's going to be a different for everybody, I think.
Yeah, I mean like and it's hard to speak to because like I don't have like I have anxiety. I have medication for my anxiety, but I don't know that I've ever been diagnosed with like depression. And so like that's that's brain chemistry. Like
Right.
it's really I've heard it's not particularly helpful to just be like, oh, just feel better, like it's you feel the way you feel because that's what your brain is telling you to feel like. And so like I don't know, if you're struggling with depression, like definitely get hopefully you're able to like get the resources and like professional help that you can, like I don't really know, I don't feel qualified to like speak to that. But like when it comes to just like
Create
creating
or slump.
yeah
Slump.
yeah that's tricky too because I'm very guilty of this. I feel like I don't create as much as I should, or I find myself disappointed with my output a lot of the time. And typically the only thing that gets me through that is deadlines. Like when I was working on editorial at College Humor, it was just like I would leave stuff to the last minute and just pull all-nighters, and like that's not healthy. That's not what you should do. But that's like, yeah, I think that there are definitely there are resources. There are like ways to improve your productivity. I know there's like the Pomodoro method where you like work for 20 minutes and then take like a 5-minute break and you just like regiment it out. Like I think it's different for everyone. Like different systems work differently for different people because we're all wired differently and we all have, different ways of approaching things. And so I think just like there are resources available. Like this is not a new problem. People have struggled with being productive and being creative forever. And I think like look up what people recommend, try something, see if it works for you. And like sometimes it's like sometimes the right answer is try and push through. Sometimes the right answer is take a break and try again later. And it's like very situational. Like I don't think there's one blanket answer for that. Like it sometimes like walking away from something and coming back to it's like it works perfectly. And sometimes it's like, oh, I should have just stayed and kept at it and kept futzing with it until I liked it. I don't know, but it's like that's something that I'm still working on. Like this is something that I would like the answer to as well. So if anybody can help me out, let me know. It's hard. The answer is it's hard, and it's okay that it feels hard, and you're not alone in feeling that way. That's my answer. Carolyn, do you have sorry, I talked for a long time there.
No. I can't speak to the like visual art stuff, which is a whole different set of skills, but for writing and creative writing, I know sometimes I get in like such a deep slump and I just feel like so shitty that I'm not creating anything. And then also what scares me is when I'm not having any ideas, when I'm not feeling creative, because that's such a huge part of my identity and that deeply scares me.
Yeah.
So, but for me, what I've found, also not having clinical depression, I've been in therapy a lot and I love therapy, and like anxiety is certainly something that I struggle with, but that's a whole different, like everyone's so different, and then my personal experience is so different. Like, so I highly recommend therapy and medication if you need it. That's just a blanket statement.
Yeah.
Then for me with creative writing and even not creative writing, like when I'm writing an article or something, but I'm feeling a lot of block. For me, it's just like doing a free write journal. Like I write in a journal frequently, and it's total, like, even if it's just like, most often it is a stream of consciousness or like super fucking sad sounding or like whatever.
Yeah.
That's what kind of helps me and get out of a funk, which is actually, I think is
that the artist's way? Is that like the sort of
doing
that like automatic writing or whatever, just like get the stuff out, just like make it a habit to just like get all that gunk out of your head, just sort of like think of it as like,
that's the only way I can process things.
Yeah.
I found. And then I actually started doing that because of a fucking TED Radio Hour talk that I listened to with Sting, and now he had writer's block for like 10 years, and then he started just kind of doing that. And so I was like, I have very little.
If it works for Sting, it can work for me.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, is it good enough for Sting? It's good enough for me.
Right. I think that's I think that's if there's one thing you take away from this stream, it's if it's good enough for Sting, it's good enough for you.
Exactly.
Sting was in he was in Dune, right?
Oh, he's very much in Dune.
That's him.
Also, Carolyn's gifted a sub.
Thank you.
Yay! I love that movie. Also, watch Dune. That's just a
if you're having artistic block or depression,
watch Dune.
Take a break and watch Dune. Do yourself a favor.
I had watched Dune a bunch of times and loved the movie, and then I read the novel, and then I went back and watched the movie again and was like, oh, that's what was happening. And I had no idea until I read the Dune. Mike Eagle Dick is gifting subs.
Thank you, Mike Eagle Dick.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. I'm just like adding shading to this in a way that I don't know if it's helping or hurting the image. But let's see. Let's try like maybe do like one of these type deals.
Like, this is the fucking so this is the skeleton who was the knight who was trapped trying to get out of a pit of skeletons. But the skeletons, he became a skeleton. They have a skeleton society.
They were trying to get the skeleton out of him.
Yeah.
He was trapped. And they saved him, yeah.
And they saved the armor, which is surprising that it would still fit on him, but maybe they have a very talented metal smith.
Yeah. They saved a blacksmith skeleton from their flesh prison as well.
Can we start a band called Blacksmith Skeleton?
I don't see why not. And we do the beeps and boops.
Yeah.
We do the beep 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 boop 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 pop.
Beepity boop boop boop. Ooh, Cantalouper's gifting subs.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah, I've got to check once I get my stream analytics from this stream. It takes usually like a couple hours after the stream ends, but once I get those, I will I'll be making a donation.
Make the sweet donation.
Make that donation. I'll post about it. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
And feel free to, make your own donations, post about it, tweet about it. Like, there's like a lot of, I know there's like a lot of, I don't know, stigma around like internet slacktivism or whatever, but like, I feel like do what you can. If you see injustice, if it bothers you, like, do what you can. And I don't know where the break is in the... Oh, it's just because it's not contiguous. Well, there you go.
Contiguous.
I don't know.
Oh, here's a good question. If you could put one Drawfee character in Animal Crossing, who would you pick?
Ooh.
Drawfee character, that's fun.
A Drawfee character. That's interesting. One Drawfee character into Animal Crossing.
Sveal, people are saying. Porfo.
Porfo would be fun in there.
Travis.
Guess, like, would it be like as an animal? Or
I think it would be as a character.
As a character. I feel like it should be like an animal character then to be in
Burgoo?
Animal Crossing. Burgoo King. Yeah, Burgoo King. Is the burger like the burger? Is the animal like the animal?
Codwell. Mola Mola Mermaid, Lore Librarian, Room Full of Vampires.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great question to pose to the chat. Mola Mola Mermaid would be very good in Animal Crossing, just to have in the aquarium. Like, you just see it floating around in there.
Tristan, I would honestly, if Tristan counts as a Drawfee character, Tristan
would be best buds with Blathers.
Tristan is an Animal Crossing character. Like, I could picture his little avatar so perfectly.
Yeah.
Beep boop ba 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 da beep boop boop dee doo doo ba da ba ba beep boop ba beep boop ba da ba beep boop boop boop. I just want to say thank you to everyone for sharing your like thoughts and thoughts about depression and stuff today.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like dealing with anxiety and stuff makes me feel like less alone out there. And I hope you do too. And you're not alone. And fucking get into that therapy, man.
Yeah, and I know like not
therapy.
not everyone can afford it, but like if you can, get in there.
Oh, absolutely. It's can be very expensive, but there's a lot of sliding scale options out there. So if you can,
I definitely like look into it. You know,
yeah.
If it's something you need.
Willie Hughes, famed heterosexual, is also a good Animal Crossing character.
Oh yeah, get Willie in there.
Oh, if you could go back and star in any movie or TV show, which would you choose? Friends, so I could be fucking rich as fuck. That's my answer.
Man, any movie or TV show.
I would be in Star Wars just to be like part of it because it's such an important.
Oh yeah, that's a great.
Oh my god,
I'd be in Lord of the Rings. I'd be like one of them hairy men.
Faramir, Captain of Gondor, who shows his quality.
Sure.
I would be Gandalf.
Well, as we've already established, I would be Galmley.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, State Arizona. That sounds hard. That's real shitty. I'm sorry about that. Hobbit Nathan. That's a real Nathan. What show that is currently on or no longer on the TV would you least like to see? Their take on the pandemic and the current situation in the world? Whoa. I don't know about that.
Would I least like to see do that? Probably Family Guy. I think I'm, you know, I was big into Family Guy as a youth, as you do, and I think that I'm not. I tried watching it recently. I don't know if I like these lines that I added. I think it was.
Oh, I was gonna say I really like it. It makes it. It looks like you're walking like the Skeleton Knights going into like a cracked sewer.
Okay, well then we'll keep them.
I like them. I mean, it's your art.
No, if you like them, I'll keep them. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I don't know about it anymore. They're like shows I thought were like clever and biting, and then like haven't changed at all since like 2004.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I guess like someone likes this still. I'm not trying to be like, I mean, we talked about this before that like I found out that a lot of people, you included, do not like The Office at all, and I like it's one of my favorite shows, and that's okay. Like we don't all have to like all the same stuff all the time. That's fine. Yeah. If you like Family Guy in its current form, like good on you.
Strazer asks for whenever I draw digitally, I draw traditionally first, then scan it and draw it digitally. Any tips?
Any tips? I mean, if that's working for you, then great.
There's a tip. Keep on keeping on.
If that's the process that you like, then like keep doing it. I used to do that. I didn't have like a tablet when I would do that, so it made it more difficult to to do that. But I don't know. I guess just like you can do the thing where if you want like real clean lines, you can do like your adjustment levels. Like I'm just gonna, for example, like say I drew this, like this is ink, and then I'm just gonna heck it up a little bit. Say get like a pencil going. Like let's say that
brushes, they're so cool to look at.
Yeah, like let's say that like I had like a whole sketch down, as well. Maybe
Whole sketch.
say like I did, like if I scan this whole thing in and there was like a sketch layer as well. Guess it would be under. Hold on, one more time. Be like this. You got like these like pencil sketches, sort of like that, and you don't want them in the like when you go to like do colors and inks and stuff. Like you can you can do this neat trick where you go to your the image adjustments levels, and then you got your levels guy here, and you slide this guy over. That gets rid of them pencil sketches.
Whoa.
And so that's something
That's
I would
cool.
do. I assume you already like know about stuff like that if you're going from traditional to digital. But if not, definitely mess around with the adjustments stuff, like all that stuff, hue, saturation, like, so like, you know, if you scan something in, it's black and white and you're like, I actually want it to be colored, like I want it to be a colorful thing. You can do this cool thing in hue saturation, just click colorize, and then you bring up the lightness, and then you can like make it any color you want.
Whoa.
And again, this isn't a great example because I drew the whole thing digitally, but there's lots of fun stuff you can do.
Oh, I like his rainbow. It's like there's a witch who's casting a rainbow spell.
Carolyn, I never shared my screen with you. You're watching on the stream, aren't you? And you were just so polite that you never.
No, I didn't even notice until you started pulling up the menus because I've mostly been looking at chat. Which, by the way, State Arizona asks, what's your favorite, like, what's a hot take that you have? And mine is probably that I don't like The Office.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot, spicy take.
It's a spicy take.
I don't know that I have spicy takes. Like, I feel like my takes are pretty regular. I guess my spicy take is that that like it's fine that all of my spicy take is that all of Star Wars is like just fine, and they're not like, they're like interesting worlds, but like I don't understand the like, oh, this Star Wars movie is like a masterpiece and this Star Wars movie is bad. It's like they're all just kind of like, they're just space. They're just like people doing stuff in space. Like the prequels are like have cringy parts, but I think they're all fine. I think they're all fine. I think like
that is saying that you're no fan of karaoke is a spicy take, and your spiciest take is your stance on tomatoes. Hard stance on tomatoes.
It's not a take. It's just I don't like them. I don't have a. I think it's fine if you like them. I think more people should eat tomatoes, and then there will be less for me. I don't know. Yeah, like I just don't like them. I don't know if that's not a take. It's not a like a judgment of tomatoes or people who like them. I just don't want them on my food. It's still a take. All right, fine.
It's not really spicy. It's just firm.
I am playing a Star Wars game. I think they're all fine. I just don't like. I like it. I enjoy them. I just think they're all just like. I think they're all fine, you know? I don't think the range of quality is that big between like the best and worst Star Wars movie. I think that the Clone Wars and Knights of the Old Republic are like two of my personal favorite Star Wars things. But like the movies themselves, I think they're all fine.
The Mandalorian's my favorite Star Wars
thing. There you go.
And Solo, favorite thing. Don't fucking at me about that.
And I think that you can like the things that you like, and you can dislike the things that you dislike. When it comes to pieces of media, not like, you know, political opinions and stuff, but it's fine. It's all just fine. You can like the stuff that you like, and you don't need to hate the stuff that you don't like.
I feel that way about everything in the world that doesn't hurt anyone else except for the movie Solo.
Okay. What
And
about the movie Solo?
that's
You don't like the movie Solo?
I found it offensive
Really? Okay.
in a lot of ways.
I watched it on a plane, and I felt it fell into the same fine category as all the Star Warses, but
No way.
no way. That's great.
What about tomatoes in Star Wars? Ooh, the spiciest take of all. Now I want pizza.
I'd rather not. Well, in the Muppet Babies, we're over time, by the way, but I'll say this: in the Muppet Babies show, they do like a Star Wars one, and instead of the Death Star, it's a Death Tomato. Because Fozzie Bear doesn't like tomatoes either, because people throw them at him when he tells bad jokes.
Oh, Fozzie Bear.
Yeah.
So good.
Maybe Fozzie Bear is my favorite Muppet because I identify with him not liking tomatoes and making, just like real groaners of jokes.
I want to say at the beginning of the stream, someone saw your beard and was like, "It's finally canon length."
Yeah.
I think that's true. It's finally Newsday length.
Yep, that's I mean, it gets that length. That's why that's how I'm drawn. Is it gets that long, and then usually I go get I pay a person to trim it, and I can't do that right now, so I'm gonna have to do it myself at some point. But I've been putting it off.
Oh. Yeah, Nathan, you've been streaming all day, man.
I have, yes. The one with Zach went very long because I was just having so much fun. Thanks for everyone who's like been watching all this time or played with us or asked questions. And yeah, like again, like I said, with if anyone's curious about like Drawfee stuff, it's just like we can't talk about it. It's just like we're still in the midst of something, and so because of that, we just can't, that's just how that works. Obviously we would love to tell you everything we could, but once we have stuff we're allowed to talk about it, we will. And thank you all for your patience. Thanks for sticking with us and watching all the different stuff we're doing in the meantime. I hope the beans have been enjoyable. I've enjoyed making them. I like that, I get to keep recording stuff and posting stuff with my friends, and yeah, y'all are good. Stay
Someone
safe.
says Steven.
What?
Is your brother streaming?
If he is, I will absolutely raid him. Let's take a look. Yeah, y'all are really doing a lot to keep me feeling good, feeling, I guess, better than bad in this crazy time that we're dealing with. Oh, hot Daimler coming in strong right at the end.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope y'all are doing what you can to stay safe and sane during this time, and yeah, I appreciate you all. Carolyn, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is great.
This is lovely.
Your brother's streaming. Let's give him a raid.
Let's give him a raid. Let's give the boy a raid. Oh, it looks like he's painting like a background or something, a scene.
Ooh,
I'm always so impressed with the stuff he's making. It's so different than anything I make, and he just like got there all on his own, doing that stuff. All right, let's go raid my bro. Thanks y'all for watching. I'm gonna sign it off and raid now. Bye everybody.